Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. We have one of the biggest financial institutions saying that the month of August is going to be bullish for cryptocurrencies. And so we saw a lot of outflows in the cryptocurrency space in the last month, right? German government was selling all of their Bitcoin. We're starting to see payments coming out from Mt. Gox. And so we're going to be taking a look at that in this video. And I'm going to be showing the 5 cryptocurrencies that I think have a lot of potential throughout the month of August. And so if you enjoy this type of content, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for future videos. And so let's go ahead and jump right into it here. As we can see here, we have JP Morgan, who has always been against cryptocurrencies, mentioning that there is a rebound expected in August. And so they're expecting liquidations to finish by then. And so this is definitely something that I'm paying attention to here, and I do agree with that, right? There's been a lot of selling happening over the last month. We saw German here get rid of all their Bitcoin. And so they sold about $3.6 billion worth of Bitcoin. They offloaded that there. We also have Mt. Gox here starting to distribute Bitcoin to their creditors. And so we can see here that they held about $10 billion of Bitcoin. They're down to about 5.1 billion. So they sold about 50% of the Bitcoin. And so that is coming out of their wallet. Now, once this has been fully distributed here, there's not much left to sell, right? Unless the US government starts selling. However, I don't think that is the case. I think that they are just moving it around to different custodians to store the cryptocurrency. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the Bitcoin chart here on Margex. If you're interested, this is a leverage trading platform, and there is a link underneath the video where you could earn up to $10,000. And so we can see here that Bitcoin has been consolidated in this channel here since about March. And so this is definitely very bullish, right? Rather than just going up in a straight line and falling back down, I like to see this type of consolidation here. The one thing I am looking to hold here, we did break above this line slightly. However, we did not close above that. But I am looking to hold this moving average right here. And so we may see a bounce around $63,000. And that is where I may be looking to open up a long position moving forward on Bitcoin. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some other news here. We have Tether that nets $5 billion in profit this year, right? That is crazy. This is a stable coin. They're taking the money that people are buying Tether with and they're putting it into US treasuries. And so we can see here that the company said that its $97 billion exposure to US treasuries would put it 18th in the ranking among countries. And so we can see here that Tether has received considerable scrutiny over the years for its perceived opaqueness of its reserves. And so chairman and CEO of Wall Street investment bank Cantor Fitzgerald, that manages a part of Tether's assets, said that Tether actually has the money to back its stablecoins. And so if this is true here, this is massive, right? It takes away a lot of the risk in the stablecoin market. USDC has now been regulated, right? We have MiCA approval over in Germany as well. And so we're starting to see more regulations coming in place for stablecoins. And so I definitely find this very interesting here. This shows that Tether is making a massive amount of money. And so they have $5 billion in profit just this year. And so by the end of the year, I mean, we could be talking $10 billion in profit if the market continues to grow. And so let's go ahead and take a look at one of the tokens here that I am very bullish on. And so they are doing something very similar to what Tether is doing. And so this is Ondo Finance here. They have Ondo short-term US government treasuries. And so they have a stable token OUSG here that provides liquid exposure to short-term US treasuries with 24/7 stablecoin mints and redemptions. And so the significant majority of the portfolio is currently in the BlackRock USD Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund. And so they could be working very closely with BlackRock here as well. And so this is a token that I have been very bullish on, and I am continuing to be bullish on, especially as people are starting to see how profitable Tether is holding the US treasuries, right? That it is not super high risk, however, they're very profitable. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the chart here for Ondo as well. We can see this did do a major run. We went from about 73 cents all the way up to $1.50. And so that was a massive move. Now we are consolidating, and I am going to be looking for a break out of this triangle here in the next couple of weeks. And so I'm going to be paying attention to that for the next move up for Ondo. Now if we go ahead and take a look at the second altcoin here, I'm going to be talking about ALPH. And so this is a cryptocurrency maybe not everyone has heard about, right? This is on the smaller side. We're talking $160 million market cap. However, there was an announcement made a couple of weeks ago that Bitmain is working with them and they are starting to sell their miners here. And so these sold out very quickly, and these are going to start being distributed at the end of August. And so once these start going live, then we will start seeing the hash rate increasing on the network for ALPH, which will drive the price up. And so this is definitely something I'm paying attention to, right? I'm really waiting for the miners to be sent out and then for that to go live, and then we'll start seeing price appreciation. And so the next cryptocurrency here I want to talk about is Maple Finance. And so this is a cryptocurrency that I also believe is severely undervalued. And so this is currently at a $143 million market cap. However, if we do a comparison here between total value locked and the market cap for Maple Finance, we can see that total value locked here is at about $318 million. And so this has been growing substantially over the last couple of weeks. And so in comparison to the market cap of Maple here, we can see the market cap is about 50% less. And so that is why I believe this is undervalued here. They're continuing to grow. They're working with institutions. I definitely think that this is one of the cryptocurrencies out there in DeFi that could do extremely well and provide very good returns at its current market cap. Now, one of the larger cryptocurrencies I want to talk about here, just trading under $5 billion, is Kaspa. And so I did make a video about this a couple of days ago where Kaspa was trading under 20 cents. And so I mentioned we are heading to newer highs here. I'm expecting Kaspa to continue to do extremely well, especially as they launch their KRC20 platform, which is going to allow the creation of many different tokens on Kaspa. And so that's something very bullish as well, especially with the miner. For Kaspa, we're seeing the hash rate continue to increase, which will be the same case for ALPH as I was mentioning previously. And so the last cryptocurrency I want to talk about here is focusing on the payment industry. And so a lot of people have probably heard about this, right? Especially if you've been around since 2017. This is one of the top gainers in 2017 for cryptocurrencies. Now, since then, we have not seen massive movement, right? This has been relatively stable for the last couple of years. We've been around 70 cents down to 50 cents, right? There's been some good buying opportunities around 40 cents for Ripple. However, what I'm really paying attention to here is if this really starts gaining traction in the payments industry, we're going to see many smaller payment coins do extremely well. That is where the massive gains are going to be made. And so don't get me wrong, I am holding on to Ripple just in case some massive news comes out, right? Or they decide to burn a ton of the tokens, or they hold these tokens in a treasury. It could be very bullish for Ripple. However, some of the smaller coins like Altcoin, focusing on the payment industry, getting licenses for transacting with different countries, transferring money overseas, right? It's making the process very quick and efficient. And so I definitely think there's a place for those as well to do extremely well. And so I think that once something happens with XRP or something comes out regarding digital payments, we're going to see this narrative explode. And so definitely something to be paying attention to. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for future content. And make sure to check out that link underneath the video to Margex if you're interested in leverage trading. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.